Hello friends, we are going to talk about the challenges of Indian economy. This topic is covered in UPSC GS paper 3 syllabus. India is a large and complex economy. India faces many challenges and opportunities in its quest for its growth and development. With a population of about 1.4 billion, India is one of the fastest growing economies in the world with a GDP of about $2.7 trillion. However, India faces many economic challenges and has undertaken various reforms to address them. If India could overcome these challenges and sustain economic growth, India could emerge as a global leader in the 21st century. Let us analyze the economic challenges India is facing. Number one is weak demand. The demands of goods and services in India remain stagnant or declining due to the factors like low income, unemployment, high inflation, etc. This has affected the consumption and investment levels in the economy. Number two, unemployment. The unemployment remains a serious issue both in rural and urban areas. According to Center for Monitoring Indian Economy, over 1.8 crore salaried jobs have been lost in between April and July 2020. Number three, poor infrastructure. Despite of government initiatives to develop infrastructure, India still lacks adequate infrastructure such as roads, railways, ports, etc., which hampers economic development and its competitiveness. According to the World Bank, the infrastructural gaps in India is estimated around $1.5 trillion. Number four is the issue of balance of payment. India has been facing a persistent problem with the current account deficit, which means its imports are more than its exports. Because of this, there is a high level of dependency on foreign goods and services, especially in oil and gold. Number five is high level of private debt. There has been increase in the private debt, especially in the corporate and household sector due to the easy availability of the credit and low interest rates. This issue poses a risk for the financial stability. Number six is inequality. India has high level of income and wealth inequality, which has increased over a period of time. According to World Inequality Database, top 10% of the wealth holders owned 77% of the total wealth of the country. High inequality can lead to social unrest, political instability, and lower economic growth as well. Let us see the reforms the government has taken over a period of time to develop the economy. Number one is liberalization, privatization, and globalization. India has started this process of LPG in 1991. Reforms during this period aimed at dismantling the license permit quota system. India also adopted increased privatization of loss-making public sector enterprises through the process of disinvestment. The disinvestment policy helped to reduce the physical burden and generate resources for the development. Post 1991, India has increased its openness and aimed to integrate with the world economy. Number two is new economic policy. India announced a new economic policy 2020 in response to COVID-19 pandemic. This policy consists of a stimulus package of rupees 20 lakh crore equivalent to 10% of the GDP in order to support various sectors of the economy. Number three is insolvency and bankruptcy courts. This aims to provide time-bound mechanism for resolving the insolvency and bankruptcy cases of corporate debtors. Number four is labor codes. The government seeks to provide flexibility to the employees in hiring and firing of the workers and streamlining in the process of registration. Number five, production linked incentive schemes. This scheme was launched by government in 2020 to boost manufacturing and exports in key sectors like automobiles, electronics, textiles, pharmaceuticals, etc. The scheme offers financial incentives to the eligible manufacturers based on their sales. Let us see some other suggestions the government should initiate for the development of the economy. Reforming the financial sector. The government should strengthen the financial sector by resolving the problem of non-performing assets (NPA). Improving the business environment. The government should simplify the regulatory framework for doing business in India by reducing the red tape, corruption, and political uncertainty. Addressing inequality and poverty. The government should address the issue of inequality and poverty by implementing the progressive taxation policies which will redistribute the income from richer to poor. The government should also expand the coverage of social welfare schemes by providing basic income support, food security, health insurance, education, scholarship, housing subsidies, etc. The government should empower women, minorities, Dalits, tribals, and other marginalized groups. If all these necessary steps were taken, There is no doubt that India would emerge as the economic superpower of the world in near future. Thank you.